people like Hasan Piker are welcomed into the highest circles of democratic politics. Hasan Piker, who again holds hands with people like Tucker Carlson when it comes to foreign policy, spent his weekend, when he wasn't bloviating about the evils of America attempting to defenestrate the mullahs, giving sensual massages to the Cuban communist government while wearing, I kid you not, $1,500 designer Cartier glasses. The average annual salary in Cuba is currently $156. So he's doing great. He was in Cuba with the morons over at Code Pink, again, another foreign front group, doing some true poverty heroism. They held a big concert, Code Pink, over in Havana. With Kneecap, the power that was utilized for this concert did not go to local hospitals. Hasan Piker is also staying at a 5-star hotel in Cuba, which he says is his moral duty. He must stay at a 5-star hotel. You see, that is what good leftism requires.
The government has very limited resources, and the American government makes it illegal for Americans to stay wherever they want when they're in Cuba. They have to stay in what they've declared as 5-star hotels.
Oh, is that how it works? Is that how it works, you schmuck? Cosplaying communism while staying at a 5-star hotel wearing $1,500 glasses, this schmuck. What a ridiculous figure he is. By the way, it's not even true. Michael Knowles actually went to Cuba a couple of years ago, and he actually used an Airbnb, so it's not true. And sure, the people don't have electricity in Cuba, but you see, that is just the romance of non-capitalism. That's just how they want it, is the not having of the electricity.
I mean, there's like rolling blackouts that take place throughout the day, every day, all around the country, right? 11 million people. But today is a beautiful day out here. It's like 75 degrees, sunny. People are partying. People are partying in the streets.
Wow. What a beautiful life. Well, just to prove the point that third worldism is a philosophy of envy and evil, these moral derelicts, again, spent their time on the impoverished island complaining about Israel during a Kneecap concert. So they're there with a government that represses its own people, keeps them in abject poverty. Again, $156 in salary a year. But they're there to chant about freeing Palestine with Kneecap.
Palestine, free, free, Palestine, free, free, Palestine, free, free, Palestine.
How little must you think of America to believe that those governments, China and Russia, ought to have more influence in the world, and that this would somehow be better for the world and America? American hegemony is the best thing for the world. It is we who keep the trade routes open, ensuring freedom of the seas, and the trade that provides the lifeblood of the global economy. It is we who stand down the world's most evil regimes, achieving the world's most dangerous weapons. It is we who support the rise of allies who share our values. It is we who prevent the spread of perverse, cancerous power emanating from imperialist tyrants of communist and fascist persuasion. Tucker Carlson, who has been openly identified by Dugin as an ideological ally, recently told this to The Economist.
We can no longer be the sole author of terms, of commerce, of anything. We have to share power.
With China.
Of course, because of their scale.
Okay, Tucker's guests make this argument all the time. And just as often, they are Chinese propagandists. Take, for example, a man he called a prophet. Remember, Tucker's other prophets include holy men like Alex Jones. There's a professor named Zhang Sheqin, a Chinese propagandist. I mean, literally a Chinese propagandist. He teaches high school in Beijing, and he's titled a Harvard researcher, although I can't really identify any of his Harvard research at this point. Maybe it's there, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, here is Tucker speaking with this clown and agreeing that America should give up its hegemonic standing in the world.
Basically sit down everyone, okay, including Russia, China, Iran, and say, it's time for a new world order where we are partners in this relationship. Right? Before America was a hegemon, before the US dollar was the world reserve currency. But now what we want to do is open a dialogue where everyone is respected, where America is no longer the bully, but a willing partner in creating a new economic order that benefits everyone and not just a few.
I think that's the wisest possible advice and probably the only path that preserves civilization. But the one country standing in the way of that is Israel.
So Israel is the tiny country in the Middle East is not the United States, Israel, because Israel, of course, is the one that's blackmailing America into, not giving up its global power. And you should recognize that what he is talking about right there, Tucker with Zhang, what he is talking about right there is what you might call a new world order. You might call it that. Literally a partnership between the United States, China, and Russia to restructure global economics to, quote unquote, not benefit a few. That's what that is. If you don't find that alarming, it's because you are full-scale ignoring what Tucker Carlson is saying and what Zhang is saying right there. Most of us have no idea what phytonutrients actually are. That's exactly why our sponsor, Balance of Nature, makes getting them in your diet so simple. So here is the thing about phytonutrients. They're these naturally occurring plant nutrients in whole foods that actually give fruits and veggies their color, taste, and smell. And honestly, if you're eating something with vibrant color and real flavor, that's a pretty good sign you're getting genuine phytonutrients. Now, what Balance of Nature does is take all that produce and runs it through this specialized vacuum cold process that keeps everything stable, and then they powder it down without any binders, fillers, or flow agents, just the real stuff. Their whole health system is essentially a value bundle that combines their fruits and veggies with their fiber and spice supplements. So you're getting 47 different ingredients, fruits, veggies, spices, fibers, along with all those naturally occurring phytonutrients every single day. Whenever I'm on the road, I'm bringing with me that Balance of Nature because it's convenient, it's easy, and it helps keep me healthy, even though I got to tell you, I have a lot of kids and I'm constantly traveling. So that's a tough thing. So whether you've been on the fence for a long time or it's the first time you're hearing about them, I recommend you go to balanceofnature.com, order the whole health system supplements as a preferred customer today. Again, Zhang is a Chinese Communist Party propagandist. We should talk about Zhang for just a moment because to understand why the America Lasters seem to have such unique power in the online space, we have to understand that the America Last philosophy is rooted in a deep conspiracism about the United States.
If you look at the Epstein files, it's clear that we are run by secret societies. It's clear that the world is run by these individuals who have a lot of power. We don't know who they are, but they control the military. They control the national security apparatus. And these people, there are different names for these people. You can call them the Illuminati. And the Illuminati are composed of three major groups, okay? You have the Jesuits, who control the Vatican. You have the Sephardim Frankists, which control the modern state of Israel today. And you have the Freemasons, which control the national security apparatus of the United States. And they believe that Israel, this war in the Middle East, is key to the end times in creating heaven on earth. So it's almost like a script that they're following, even though it doesn't make any geopolitical sense. This is a theory. All right. So let's assume they knew each other. What they will do together is create a new organization called the Illuminati. And this organization
if he writes it on a chalkboard, it makes him smart.
Is what controls the world, the Illuminati.
Even if he spells it wrong.
Now, there is a legend that Adam Weishaupt, after he created the Illuminati, he encouraged his followers to infiltrate another organization called the Freemasons.
He's writing on chalkboard. It means he's smart, guys.
Members of European society. Okay, these were intellectuals like Goethe. These were nobility. These were bankers. And so this is the framework that controls the world. Okay, the Illuminati was able to penetrate the Freemasons. So now you have an alliance of the Jesuits, the Jews, the Sephardim Frankists, the Catholics, and the Freemasons. Okay. And so this is the alliance of secret societies.
This is Tucker Carlson's prophet over here.